Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I know the King and Queen of the Ring already started, but I decided to not do a Raw review on that Monday. There were a lot of things going on outside of YouTube, so I hope you understand. But anyways, it's another SmackDown and they started doing their King and Queen of the Ring matches. So on SmackDown, they decided to do all of their King and Queen of the Ring matches. 2 for the men and 2 for the women. And by the way, these are fatal 4-way matches. And the other thing I want to talk about is that John Cena was on the show. Not only that, Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, and CM Punk were on the show as well. So obviously, the show started off with John Cena. He says that he has a Mount Rushmore of superstars, and that is John Cena, John Cena, John Cena, and John Cena. He says that nobody in the past, the present, and even in the future is comparable to him. He says that he put R-Truth in the main event so that you, the fans, would care. And then he starts talking about CM Punk. If CM Punk wants the WWE Championship, he has to prove that he is a hypocrite. Obviously saying that CM Punk confronted John Cena last Monday night on Raw, and he wants the WWE Championship. And yes, I did remember about that post that CM Punk said about Saudi Arabia. Then John Cena says, "You won't even realize how good I was until 3 years after I'm gone. There will never be anyone worthy to hold this belt again." And then all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes comes out. He tells John Cena, "Okay, John Cena, you're right. I was distracted by the final boss. You used Randy Orton's home factor against him, but you didn't put in the simple factor that I pinned you in the middle of the ring last Saturday at Money in the Bank. I'm not a part of your plan. You're a part of mine." And then moments later, Randy Orton comes out as he makes a return. He tells Cody Rhodes, "Cody, I love you and you know it. But if I have to kick your ass to get to John Cena, I will." And then after he says that, LA Knight comes out. So he says, "This week, I've heard a lot of people say they want LA Knight. I'm looking at the establishment in front of me. Cena, I know you have plans, but I know your plans don't include this guy. And if I have to kick the bitch that you are, I will." LA Knight legitimately cooked John Cena. And then after that, John Cena leaves. And then as he was leaving, somebody attacks John Cena, and it turns out to be R-Truth. So then later on in the show, after commercial break, John Cena was literally having an argument with Nick Aldis. Now, it was muted, so we couldn't even tell what they were saying. So then this leads to the fatal 4-way King of the Ring first round match, which includes Randy Orton, Aleister Black, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. Now coming towards the end of the match, LA Knight looks like he was going to win the match, until Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker end up attacking him. Because if you remember, last Monday night on Raw, LA Knight attacked Braun Breaker. Carmelo Hayes was on the top rope, and it was looking like he was going for his nothing but net leg drop, but then he gets RKO'd as he jumped off from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton will go to the semifinals as he will face Sami Zayn, as he won the first round match last Monday night on Raw, and they will face each other next week on SmackDown. So then we go from the King of the Ring to the Queen of the Ring, as we have the next fatal 4-way match. It is Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven versus Michin versus Nia Jax. So going in towards the end of the match, Piper Niven puts Nia Jax through the barricade, taking her out of the equation. And then after that, Piper Niven goes to the top rope, and she tries to go for a big splash on Michin, but Jade Cargill comes from behind and actually goes in and does Jaded to get the 1, 2, 3. And Jade Cargill will move on, as she will face Roxanne Perez in the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. So then I want to move on to the middle of the show. John Cena is confronting Jimmy Uso, and he is asking him, "Have you seen R-Truth?" Jimmy says no. "Have you seen Ron Killings?" And Jimmy, obviously, he says, "No, I haven't." And then John Cena says, "Well, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go call him out." So John Cena is in the ring and he's going to call out R-Truth. But CM Punk ends up coming out. So Punk tells Cena, "You want to talk about being disrespected? You and I can do so much more in that regard. I'm the Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to Darth Vader, looking for the Luke Skywalker in you." You let these people enjoy you. You let these people celebrate you. Let them all applaud for your sacrifices that you made. Give them a happy ending. So Cena replies to Punk, "Why would I waste my time on them? All that matters is this belt." And he holds up the WWE Championship. So CM Punk comes back and he says, "Well, we all tried. Let the disrespect begin. Cena, you can call me a hypocrite. The truth is this. When I've been at my best, you couldn't beat me. Now I'm starting to sound like PG John Cena. Cena, you say that you want to ruin wrestling. Say that you want to take the title with you. You sound like me. You're trying to steal what I did. You're following my path. You couldn't stop me, John. I'm here to make your title reign more interesting. I'll even go all the way to Mars to kick your ass. I'd even go to hell to kick your ass." Man, CM Punk just cooked John Cena. And then after that, CM Punk leaves. But then, out of nowhere, R-Truth once again attacks John Cena. And as R-Truth was giving John Cena the STF, CM Punk gets back on the mic and he mentions the part where John Cena was apologizing to him at Elimination Chamber, saying, "I'm sorry. The truth hurts, doesn't it?" I also forgot to mention that CM Punk also acknowledges his Mount Rushmore of Harley Race, Terry Funk, Eddie Guerrero, and Bret Hart. So R-Truth is backstage and he gets confronted by Nick Aldis. R-Truth demands that he wants John Cena next week, so he ends up getting it. So now it's official. We are getting Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, versus John Cena next week on SmackDown. So after that, we go ahead and move on with the Queen of the Ring tournament as we have another Fatal 4-Way match. So this includes Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Candice LeRae, and Alba Fire, who was supposed to be Chelsea Green, but apparently she was in a pool. So Alba Fire is the replacement. Now here is the moment where I thought Charlotte Flair was actually going to win. Charlotte Flair gets the big boot on Alba Fire. She goes in and connects the figure 8, and it looked like Candice LeRae was going to break it up until Alexa Bliss gives Candice LeRae the Sister Abigail, and then she pins her 1, 2, 3, and Alexa Bliss is going to the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Here I am thinking that we were going to get Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair in the future, meaning in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Well, I'm kind of glad that that did not happen. So now we go from the Queen of the Ring back to the King of the Ring, and that is the final King of the Ring spot on the SmackDown side. This has Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So around the middle of the match, Cody Rhodes sets up a table, and unfortunately, he was the one that went through it. Now around the ending, Cody Rhodes connects a crossroads on Andrade. He was going to do another one until Shinsuke Nakamura comes in and breaks it up. Nakamura was going for a big submission hold, but unfortunately, Cody Rhodes ends up countering and connects the crossroads onto Nakamura, pinning him 1, 2, 3, meaning that Cody Rhodes is now in the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Now yes, I know before SmackDown started, they announced the final competitor in the Raw side of the King of the Ring tournament, on the men's side. So in the match that's happening on Monday, it is Sheamus versus Rusev versus Bronson Reed versus a mystery competitor. And that mystery competitor turns out to be Jey Uso. And then I asked on Twitter, we're getting Cody versus Jey, aren't we? I don't know, but whatever happens on Monday, happens. And then after the match, SmackDown officially goes off the air. So now I want to know from you guys, what are your thoughts on this week's SmackDown? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos, follow me on Twitter at EthanStoyShow, and I'll see you on the next one.